Hi everybody, Farmer Ben here. I'm just cracking open some filberts to see how they look. Actually look pretty girthy and pretty big size. And that's a pretty good sized nut that came out of a shell about the same size. Tastes really good too. We've been finding a lot of rock. But we still got nuts on the trees. I've swept some rows today. This is day 2. But 2 days ago we started and we've gotten rained out and I don't know if you can see very well. Zoom in down there. I made some ruts down there with the sweeper the other day. So hasn't been that successful in trying to get the lower half down there. So we're working from about here all the way to the end. Down there where that telephone pole is, the field splits off into a different variety of tree. Right now the variety we're in is called Jefferson's. The variety that's next to it is Doris. So I'm going to try to sweep all this stuff up today. I've taken some decent footage with the GoPro, as you see mounted there. Had to get some front footage. I got to buy a video program to kind of combine it all together for a montage. But as you can see, the tractor's in idle, sweeper's in idle, so everything's kind of turning slow. But this will brush the nuts away from the tree and throw it into the row here. And you see how these conveyor belts are these belts are turning? They'll brush and push it over more, and then it will end up spewing out the side here into a row like we've done over there. This is JD. I don't believe it's John Deere for JD though, because this is made by Weiss McNair. It's a company out of Chico, California. Crack the nut. Oh, we cracked it too much. We gotta do a little dirt. But put our header down. Oh, no. Throttle up first. Header down. Wow. Weather's kind of crummy. It's pretty gray and cloudy out. It's been sprinkling off and on, but we're gonna keep going until it just starts to dump on us. Because most of the nuts have fallen off of the trees now, so we're trying to pick up as much as we can before we get rained out again. I'm gonna speed us up a little. side. And we'll add one more step to the mix. So right now, as you see, I brushed everything away from the trees into this. Well, I now have to center the row, but we're also going to be blowing nuts away from the tree too. So let's crank her up, drop her down. We'll get going a little. Once we hit about here, engage the fan on, and that will blow everything into the next row for us to continue on. You only blow on one side unless you're trying to separate a field. backward throttle. This is the header control. And key. Now here's the blower. Aside from the random weed having to be taken out, or rocks, rows are fairly straight. The only downside we found out is this header is actually a little wider than the one that we had when we first started doing filberts. And I don't know if you can tell, but it's offset a little bit to one side. So if I were to be starting sweeping and blowing everything this way, it'd be offset on this side. But because I'm blowing everything that way, it's offset on this side. And I think it being offset on this side is a little bit better than that side. I don't really know. I don't think there's a difference. But one of the problems is we come through here with a John Deere 5100, and it's got a harvester set up on the back that will be pulled behind it. And it's got a conveyor belt system that will sit there and basically drum like this and throw the filberts up onto the conveyor belt and then back into a little trailer hopper behind it. Well, 5100s aren't excessively big, but they're still a pretty good sized small tractor. A lot of the problem is the cab hits these here just about this much, but it's enough to hit up high and knock off the rest of those clusters that are there. So that's what we're trying to avoid. There's some Italian-based harvester that we had demoed out here a couple years back, which I wish I recorded some of it, but I wasn't big into YouTube back then. But the little Italian one, it would come in here and sweep both rows of trees. So sweep that tree and this tree into the middle and pick it up all in one go. But it had a weird dump box on the back that almost looked like a trash can, like a big square trash can. It wouldn't hold as much as the trailer hoppers do, so that was part of the issue. But I swept all these rows yesterday, or 2 days ago, and as you see, it doesn't look like I did anything. That's not good. It means that we've had a lot, well actually that's really good. It means that a lot of filberts have fallen and we got a lot more. So, it looks like we might have a good haul this year because there's literally filberts everywhere. I gotta watch where I step so I don't crack any. But this is what I'll be doing for as long as the weather cooperates. Sorry, I can't speak today, I'm tired. Oh, look at that, it's going by itself. Self-propelled at snail's speed. But on that note, Farmer Ben here, I'm signing off. I gotta get to work, and hope all you guys stay dry out there and stay safe. Have a good day, farmers.